Somebody said that Brooklyn needed a little balance. I think we found it. The change niggas pitching, we found it all in the fountain. To the top we mountain. At the top we bigger than mountains. Take your shit, we bouncing. Ain't no making no damn announcement. Said I gotta get it. Gotta have it, don't you forget it. Steady representing. It's a habit, I never quit it. Got a lot of carrots and snow bunnies. Never committed, watch me.
Alright y'all, welcome back to another episode of Brooklyn's Balance. This is season 3 and it is me, your host. I am Meekz, and I am sitting down with 3 guests today for our episode, the vent session. So, to my right, my first guest.
Hi, I'm QB.
She's not going to use that mousy voice during this thing. She's going to speak up. My next guest.
Nadia. Hi, guys.
And my next guest.
What's up? It's Britt.
Right, back again. So, today's episode, again, the vent session, we're going to talk about friends. So, all of us, at the age that we are at, have went through a lot of situations, so on and so forth, with labeling friends. So the first thing I'm going to start, what is a friend to y'all? Like, what makes a person a friend? Oop, not the sip.
I guess I go first, I guess. I feel like it's somebody that you can depend on when you need them the most. Not, and somebody that supports you. And also, I feel like hold you accountable for your actions and able to tell you, like, yo, you wrong. Like,
right.
You messed up. You're wrong. You know, you always need that person to tell you when you're wrong, when you're right. You know, sometimes you always want to hear, like, yo, you're right. But nah, they got to tell you when you're wrong. I feel like that's what a friend is.
How did you go about getting most of your friends?
They found me.
Oh,
I don't know. They found me.
Right. So everybody found me.
Not even to sound like cocky and nothing like that. Like, I feel like my father, growing up in a Caribbean household, my father always be like, oh, you got to pick and choose your friends. But I don't remember, like, picking and choosing my friend. Like, even when I met Brittany, like, I didn't be like, yeah, I'm going to be her friend because, you know, we just clicked. And I feel like once I click with somebody, that's it. We just see where it go from there. Like, we clicked. She invited me over to her house. I'll never forget that, right? Because she lived close by IHOP. I met her by IHOP. And we walked to her house from IHOP, and like just after that, like we was inseparable, dead ass, like boyfriend and girlfriend, but we not really boyfriend and girlfriend.
Lady.
She lied.
She said I've never seen her in my life. I don't know her. So Britt, you seem like a difficult person. How do you go about getting friends?
So, okay.
She difficult, y'all.
No, so a friend is a reflection of me. So if I meet someone and they have the same values of me, that they move like me, not necessarily exactly like me, but
the
like
similarities.
Yeah, like I gotta see me in you, because the way I think, my mentality, my logic, relax. It's like if you don't value what I value, we're not gonna be friends. Like,
right.
It's because I'm gonna think highly of you and you're gonna let me down, so we can't be friends. So it takes me a while before I could even say you're my friend.
Right.
I gotta see how you move. You know, certain situations, like, because a friend is somebody, like, if I'm going through something and I don't even gotta question you. I'm gonna be like, is she moving like I'm moving? Like, we on the same step zone, you know? Like,
right.
So, yeah.
How do you go about picking friends in this community?
Well, I'm kind of like her. Like, I really didn't pick nobody. People just started being my friend. I was just being a friend too. But I don't really think, like, you really pick your friends, because sometimes people just hang with you because other people hang with you, or they want to see why you this popular, or what it is about you that everybody likes.
Right.
So you really don't even find out if you have a friend yet until something crazy might happen. You'll be like, wow, like, but then you think back, like, I didn't even meet you how I was supposed to meet you anyway. I met you through somebody else, so it'll be like, yeah.
So I guess I feel, I agree with y'all. I guess when I walked into it, I felt a little bit differently. Growing up, I want to say, I don't think any of us were in a predicament to pick our friends. I think the age that we are at now, we pick our friends. Where we look at, like, okay, this person is decent. I may like this person. I don't like this person. Like, growing up, I want to say the only person I could say I've known in this room growing up was you. And we only knew each other through dance. And we were already from 2 different parts of the dance. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would see her. I would know where she's at. We had, my best friends at the time. Ariel, TT, Jaquana, and all of them. Like, we was one big group, and then, you know, she was with her friend. Shout out to Kiki. Kiki be coming to my job all the time. Like, all of us, I felt like we was together. Like, because we were a dance group, that was my friends. So that's what brings me to the next thing, which was labeling. I had my dance friends, I had my friends, and then I had the people that was from work. That, yes, some of them are associates and some of them are friends. Do y'all feel like, knowing what you know now, because I'm pretty sure we ain't even cool with all of these same people that we was cool with before, that we labeled them properly, or we just tried to include everybody and everything?
I definitely didn't label them properly. And that's that's where I feel like I messed up at. I wish I'd known to label them, or maybe not even know, but I wish I listened. Mm-hmm. I'm stubborn sometimes, and I didn't listen.
Sometimes.
I thought you don't know me. But yes, I'm stubborn, and I didn't label my friends. I thought they were all one.
Right.
Like, if I say you my friend, that's it, you my friend. And it wasn't until, like, I hit rock bottom, maybe, like, in my 20s, and I realized, like, yo, I party with this girl every fucking week. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I'm not working now, I can't hear from her.
Right.
Or why? Because I'm not going to a party, they not calling to check up on me and see why I didn't, why 2 weeks straight I'm not going to a party.
You start having expectations for people that they may not have been a friend.
Exactly. Knowing that if I would have labeled them, I would have known those are your party friends. Those are your friends that you hit up. Like, yo, I'm going to a fete right now. Like, let's go. Or those are the friends that I feel like, and a lot of times, like, certain party friends turned into, like, close friends, but majority of the party friends or friends, like, I would go out to eat with, or friends that, like, I would say more so party friends, because that's what I did more so back in the day.
Right.
I wish I knew to label them, because I feel like it would have saved me so much heartache, and so much, like, even down to, like, work friends. And I wish I would have keep my friends separate. Me, I'm the type of person, I bring all my friends together. I feel like if I love you, you gotta meet everybody I love, because I want everybody to be on one accord, and I want everybody to just be me. I'm the type of person, I want everybody to be together. I want everybody to vibe together. I want everybody to have fun together, because I feel like if I'm having fun with you, I feel like my other friends can have fun with you, and we can all have fun together.
Right.
But I feel like now, I keep my friends separate. I keep certain friends separate. If you already know each other, then y'all already know each other. That's it.
Right.
But the friends that I make now, I keep separate.
So you say you should have labeled them?
Yeah, my mom always told me that too. But like I said, I was stubborn, and I felt like, nah, they're all my friends. Like,
you always want to include friends with everybody.
Yes.
But now, what happened when friends don't like each other? Because Britt ain't about to let you be friends with everybody.
And that's why
I still brought them around, because I feel like my friends loved me enough to be cordial to other friends.
Not mesh well.
And she definitely did love me enough to hold her tongue with certain friends. It was only
I held my tongue, but I plucked my finger.
It was only when they did wrong to me that she felt like she had to defend me to get rid of them. But I feel like if I would have labeled my friends I would have saved a lot of heartache.
Do you feel like you made the right choice with a lot of your friends? Or go ahead, say what you was going to say.
Well, a lot of my friends, alright. I didn't know what a friend was. So I don't think I was being a real friend to my friends.
Okay.
So when I realized that a lot of stuff was happening without me, I was getting a little emotional, like, why everybody leaving me out? But it's my attitude and how I talk to people and how I make them feel. Or if I come around, I wouldn't want to smoke my weed with them or anything. Because, like, I feel like it's, like, it's my stuff. Like, and I really don't want to smoke with everybody because I don't, like, everybody has stuff on their mouth.
You was a selfish
So,
friend.
that's why I said I didn't know what a friend was. Like, you feel me? I just was being there, like, So when things, like you said, start taking accountability, when I started realizing, like, I was doing things wrong as a friend, I used to, like, apologize and stuff. But I'm the friend that don't like your other friends.
That is me. I don't like them.
So, and I see that quality in you. I think that's how we got on, because we just, I don't know where we popped up from. Growing up.
I don't know either.
Growing up, me and you were two different sides. Like, we were cordial, But there was times where I could say we both had the same attitude, but I don't think we understood. But I felt like yours was a little bit stronger than mine. And you honestly were in a lot. Yeah, and I'm a strong person. Hers was stronger. So when I would see it, I would just kind of be like, yeah, I ain't going to do it. But I ain't never want to get into issues because you were always in a lot of physical things. And I was like, at that time, I wasn't a physical person. It wasn't until like growing up on Gates where you grow up with the people that you grow up like now I gotta get into that mindset because I grew up in Sunset Park and came to the hood when I was like 12, 13. So a lot of this was new to me and then jumping into dance. So I get it. I can honestly sit back and go, I saw that because that's what only kept it from, that's my dance friend. Like it wouldn't, to me it was like I couldn't see myself on the outside with that, but then now sitting back and watching you grow and seeing so much, because you know when people become friends on Facebook, I'm one of those people, I'm gonna grow with you. I've seen you from the pregnancy to now the whole growing up of, you know, your daughter and everything that you're doing now to go, I can see the growth. Like maybe it's that time where I can be like, damn, well right now this might be something that worked. Like you, me and you, we didn't get along when we was younger because she'll never remember how we actually crossed paths. And even,
I do remember because I remember when somebody told me.
Somebody who I am no longer friends with, who I should have seen that I should not have been friends with because my family pointed it out. But also I'm not cool with my family.
So tell me the story then.
You was working at McDonald's on Fulton and Ocean.
Okay, yeah.
And I came in there because there was some girl who I used to call my cousin. And we was kind of, we was cool because my mom kind of brought her around. And my friends and my cousins didn't really like her because she didn't really have much going for herself. All she wanted to do was just go around and sleep with a whole bunch of people. She got a job because I forced her to go get a job. She started working at McDonald's. I don't know.
What's her name?
Sade. You get on my fucking nerves.
Come on,
I'm sorry, but no, I don't remember working with a Sade in McDonald's.
But anyway, I pulled up to McDonald's.
But when you listen to the story now.
I pulled up to McDonald's.
Because apparently I had beef with Sade.
My cousin and my other homegirl, we just pulled up off the strength. Because again, just so that it don't look like I'm going off topic, this was our friend. Nobody's going to do anything crazy to our friend. Don't get me wrong, she was in the wrong, whatever it was that she did. Because she, 99.9% of the time, she was always out of pocket. But I didn't know that she was younger than you. So she was just like, this girl was doing this, that, and the third. And she did this. And I think she ended up getting fired or something like that because you was her manager at the time.
I was no manager at McDonald's.
Whatever the lie was, all we know is that she was a liar. I'm telling you that today. So we pulled up and I went into McDonald's. Me being the oldest. Me being the oldest, I said something. Nadia was behind the counter. And I was like, so who in here picking with my cousin? And it was a regular day at the McDonald's on Fulton and Ocean because anybody could come in.
Fulton and Ocean got it popping.
And so
Fulton and Ocean.
I walked in, there was me, my cousin, my other homegirl, and her. And we proceeded to get a little rowdy. But Nadia kept doing her job. And, you know, she was talking shit behind the counter. But my cousins was more about it than I was. Like, they was like, we're going to wait till she get off. And I'm like, I'm not about to do that. Like, this is where I draw the line. We'll just come in here every day and fuck with her. That was that. That was my first encounter with Nadia. Then we ran into her again when she was working at IHOP. And it was myself and Mark there.
I don't remember that either, which is crazy.
And she was our waitress. And
downtown?
And they didn't take me, y'all.
That's a bullhead lie.
I don't know if they took me.
That's a bullhead lie. I tip everybody because I'm petty. I'm going to do it anyway. And we were sitting, and she came up with the attitude. But for me, I knew who she was, and I don't know if she knew who I was. Like, I'm like, damn, I pressed this bitch in the down.
She probably
That's how I felt. But she was a little overworked.
I didn't.
But whatever it was. That situation occurred.
I feel like she thought that I came with an attitude because she knew who I was.
That's a fact.
I don't have an attitude. Me, the type of person I am, and you can ask anybody. I'm not confrontational. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm not confrontational. I'm not a fighter. I'm not rowdy. I'm not nothing. Me, I'm the type of person. If you bring something to me,
I'm all of that.
I feel like sometimes I could be honest. I need that little battery in my back. Now, once I got that little battery in my back,
which is Britt.
Now I'm rowdy. But this was before I met Britt, because I got fired from McDonald's, and that's how I met Britt.
Okay.
But at the time, it was me, it was Niche, it was Annie, it was Tamika, it was, you know, the people that worked, what's her name? the one that owned Prada Lounge, Shoshana.
Yes.
It was her. She was my manager. I never became a manager at McDonald's. So it was like, I wasn't really the type of person to be rude or to be rowdy or to be, I'm not going to say ghetto because I don't like that term.
Right.
But to be outspoken, that was never me.
Right.
So when I heard the story about that, I was so shocked because I was like, wait, what? And then it's like, I'm always used to everybody liking me and being the likable person. So I was like, she don't like me? What? How she don't like me? I'm such a likable person. Everybody loves Nadia. You know, not knowing,
that's
not
the
holding
growth
accountability
Yes.
to certain things. Like, I do things wrong. I may not say, I may think I'm saying something, but I could probably say it in a certain type of tone. Or I could probably walk in and say something or do something, and you take it a certain way, and in my head I'm like, it's nothing.
Right.
And then go back to the topic that we had before with the light skin, dark skin, where I feel like growing up in a society where a lot of dark skinned women feel like light skinned girls always think that they're better than us. So I never did. I never did. From the beginning, my mother always told me, because my father is your complexion.
Yeah.
You feel me? So my mother always told me, I think he darker than you, to be honest. And my father always told me, not to go off topic, I'm sorry y'all, but my mother always taught me about colorism and about the fact that just because you
you're not even going on topic. Sade was light skinned. And that's how I picked friends. Sade was light skinned. My cousin was light skinned. My first cousin. Who I'm always outside with, but most of my friends was dark skinned. You give it up. Like, so for me, it was like, okay, this is what it is. When I realized most of the light skinned bitches, I'm sorry, unfortunately, y'all be crying wolf to be alive most of 99.9% of the time.
Amen.
So that's what I felt the situation was. But the growth of it was, I realized that whatever that situation was, because I grew up to now have friends that were friends with you, and they kept trying to put us together, and I'm like, don't put me and that fucking girl together. Like, who the fuck is that?
She don't like me. Fuck out here. I don't like her neither.
But then when we came together, it was
just like.
But I'm gonna keep it. I'm a confrontational person. I don't give a fuck. I like confrontation,
and that's exactly why. That's exactly why I brought Brittany with me to your event. That's exactly why. Because I mean,
you said, hold up, what was I doing?
I know Brittany would have my back, and I know if push come to shove, not to say like Charlene, not to say like Charlene or D wouldn't have my back. They would have been more of the mediator. Brittany would have been like, bitch, you about to get it. We going in, we fighting. She said what to you? So that's why, like, I feel like
that's what you label me as.
No, because you and Britt, you and Meekz have the same. Y'all have the same energy.
And her.
Exactly. So I had to be like, well, I gotta meet you. I gotta meet you where you meet me at, and I can't meet you where you meet me at, but I know Britt can. So I'm gonna bring her with me. But I was like, but I'm not gonna tell her nothing. I wasn't using you. Because I was using you, I would have told you. I didn't use her, but I know for a fact I didn't tell you because I didn't want to come into the situation.
Because you would have came
in no raw, exactly.
Yeah,
I know raw shit.
I'm
already coming there. I'm already meeting you. I'm already supporting your event. I'm already doing all of this. So it doesn't make sense to come with no raw shit. Because what does that make me look like? That made me look stupid because I gave you the money already for the party. And I'm supporting your event, and then I'm gonna come to your event with some raw shit. You would have looked at me like, bitch, you already paid your shit. I don't give a fuck. You can leave. I'm kicking you out. Exactly. So I'm like, nah. I'm gonna come open-minded.
If I'm leaving,
and I'm gonna see where it goes. You know?
Right. I feel like as a friend, even though we're talking because we more know each other, I feel like you went through a lot of that growing up. I felt like what I witnessed on my side, a lot of people was using you because you was the one that was always out there in the streets fighting people. And I felt like that's where that came in.
Me too.
I picked that up with a lot of my friends to the point where I used to have to go fight people and I said, tell them, don't come. I'm going by myself. Because if I go there and you don't do what you're supposed to do, now
I'm going to fight you.
And then I'm going to my problems to be a problem because I'm going to come a different way.
Okay, that's
like,
so,
I'm going to just come by myself. But you got a point, like, a lot of my friends, I realized growing up that I was just there for protection. But they don't even know I was bullied for a while. So, like, all that toughness came from being bullied. So, like, if you guys are scared, just stop being scared.
You know what? It probably don't even be the scared. It's that sometimes people could see like see that in you and just be intimidated.
Yeah.
Like so
Yeah, I
they
agree.
use that as like a shelter. Like okay, I'ma just be cool with her because I can already see she confrontational and I don't want her to turn around and be confrontational with me. So I'm a buddy with her. So you know, if something happened to me and haha, I got my bitch. Like you know,
Yeah, but
because that's what
sometimes,
people did to me.
sorry to cut you off, but sometimes I don't like that type of friend because then I mean you will be scared to tell me
Yeah.
what you need to tell me. Like,
But
if
then
I'm
is that a
wrong,
friend?
you're not gonna tell me
That's
I'm
not a
wrong.
friend.
So it's like, tell me I'm wrong so I could sit back and manifest and be like, all right, you know.
Listen.
But if my friends are scared of me, that means I cannot even be outside with you.
And I feel like that's where I feel that too in my friendship.
Because I'm not even tough.
It wasn't even me being scared. It was more so I'm not confrontation, and I'm like that in every relationship. Where
And I used to
back
bother.
then, I would never say or never do what actually bothered me, and that's even like down to me and my sister. I feel like in a lot of my relationships, and I feel like I got that from my mother because that's how my mother is. She's very like unconfrontational, and she wouldn't say how she really feels about a situation. She'll let it eat her inside, you know, and that's how I am. I let it just eat me inside. I'm like, whatever. I
So you
like the
felt like
dust.
you surrounded yourself with people like that?
Not even surrounding myself with people like that. I feel like I'm like that, so I wouldn't. If I feel like Brittany
No,
did
you
me
felt
wrong,
like you surrounded yourself with a shield of people who now will be the confrontation for you.
I feel like not, but maybe with her, yes.
Okay.
But like all my other friends, no.
No.
I feel like a lot of my other friends are more like me, a non-confrontational.
So now explain the different types of friends, because I think people don't understand that there's different types and different levels of friends.
There is. There's a friend where I could come and like. I feel like Brittany is more so like.
That's the person you
Where-
tell your business to.
Yes, and she's more so of my all-around friend. I go to parties with her. I tell my business to her. I go out to eat.
So
with
that's
her.
why I didn't go out. That's why I'm not going out with y'all on Sunday.
No, that's not why. The reason why is because it's a Caribbean party. We
Let it
there,
go.
and we go there every year, just me and her.
No, that listen.
So it was more so like me and her
They still
event.
got tickets.
Nah, I'm
They
busy.
still
I
got
gotta
tickets.
work. I got
See, look
podcasts
at that.
and shit going.
But
I just want to bring it up.
you know, and there's times where like sometimes I feel like there's days where like
Don't be afraid
I
to
just
cut Nadia
wanna-
off because she gonna keep going.
I will.
That's how we are.
Because I ain't even
Put her
gonna
the fuck
label my
on.
friends or talk about what
She
a
did.
friend,
Yeah,
my
I did
friend
that.
label is.
Do it. Just
Yeah.
listen. This
I'ma
is
go
our
after you.
vent
I'm
session.
gonna go after
Facts.
you.
Because we gotta understand this from here.
Facts, and I
So,
feel like
what
there's a
is
lot
it?
of times where
I mean,
like
close it.
I feel like Brittany should have not invite certain people, or like when we go out, it'd be like times I'd be like, yo, I just want it to be me and you.
Mm-hmm.
But like I would never say that because I'm like, well, I don't want to bother her. I don't
But me and
wanna
Brittany is
get
telling you who you inviting. Mm-mm.
exactly. But it'd be like, you know, now as I feel
I
like
don't
I've been
know
through
it.
certain things,
You gotta
exactly,
tell
you gotta tell me nobody's a mind reader. So now that I've been through certain shit, I be telling people like, yo, this is how I feel. You gonna be mad, but I don't care. Because me and Brittany been through, you can ask Charles.
It's not a you and Brittany show though. But
It's not. But this my best friend. But we've been through mad arguments. I remember one day walking to a fete and we got into an argument walking to the fete. The beginning of the fete, we was mad at each other. But by the end of the
that
fete,
was good.
we was good, talking like nothing ain't happened. That's
Cause she
how,
wanna come dance with me.
and
like,
this
what
is
y'all
how
mad
we
at you?
always
You
are.
dancing
We
with
never
me
mad
for?
at each other for too long. So I'm like, after going through certain things like that, I'd be like, yo, I can tell her if I'm feeling some type of way about something.
Right.
Because I know at the end of the day, she may be mad at me for like that day or that hour.
But you can't approach all your friends like that because some of them
Can't.
can't take that very well or they don't
Which
understand.
goes with the label.
So
what that
here's the
is.
thing, right? Here's the thing. So with me, I don't know, maybe because I'm a Capricorn.
Mhm. Don't like them.
That's the Capricorn. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
You love them. So I have the ability to like know someone's energy.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know what it is, but if I'm meeting you, like alright, for example, Nadia bring her friend around, right? Off rip, you could tell somebody, you could tell
Some
something
be the
like
energy.
you could read their energy off the aura. Like if you know you about to meet a friend and you just walk in there like, okay, bitch, what? Hi, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you come in like that, it's like I don't like her, and then I go off of like, I don't know, it just be my blood be talking to me. Like if I get goosebumps, no
You sound
seriously,
like a real tree, bro.
no seriously, all jokes aside, like this is real.
Mm-hmm.
If I meet somebody like her,
Mhm.
I'm good. Like ain't no goosebumps on me. Anything.
I make sure I put the
could
right
be
people in
around
the
her.
room. I don't like to
No,
put
for real. I could
clashing
be around
energies.
her, and then sometimes, you know how I was like, how I call somebody a friend as if I see me in them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's different sides of me. It's not just a confrontational me.
Right.
So me and Nadia, the way how I picked her, Nadia is the side that I wish I could be.
Right.
Like, I wish I don't have... All right, relax. I wish that like, the quiet me, sometimes I want to bring that out. But it's hard because it's like...
People be trying me. So
and
I'm
not
like,
even
this
that.
which one y'all want?
Not even that. I've been through so much shit. I had a friend for 17 years.
Oh.
A girl that I was friends with 17 years. I brought her around Nadia. She got mad because she was like, you too close with Nadia. That was the... And that right there... That right
That
there...
just still ain't throw me a surprise birthday party. June 15th, but go ahead.
But the fact that she felt that right there, every little thing that Nadia did or I did or we did together, she nitpicked. Like, it bothered her. And we was trying to figure out, like, what's really the major issue.
Right.
And then the major issue was, well, you knew me for this amount of time, and you don't act like that with me.
So
and
does time matter? But again, that's different friends for different things.
And not even that. It was... So, I don't... Okay, so with labeling, I don't see friends as, oh, I meet you, you just a party. It's as it goes on. Like, as I'm talking to you, as we building a friendship or whatever it is, then that's when I know what place you stand. Like, I know your lane. I'm just not going to say, all right, she's just a party friend. I'm going to just party with her because she like to party and shit. Nah, it's just like, if I'm with you and something happened and I see how you act, I'm known to cut people off without explanation. Like, I'm not even going to tell you why I cut you off. I'm just not going to speak.
She can't cut me off.
I don't know why.
But how you
I'm just not going to speak. It's just like, later.
God, fuck off. Cut it off.
Now go ahead, girl.
Okay, labeling. Usually, I let people introduce me. Like, if they be like, oh, this my friend, oh, this my homegirl, this my sister, this my best friend, I want to hear what you say I am. Before I think who I think I am. Because if I be like, in my head, I done created my best friend, and then we get around your other friends, and you like, yeah, this my homegirl, or this my sister.
My co-worker. Bitch, what? That right there.
What?
That right there.
So I just thought, now I'm just sit back and really smoke my weed by myself.
Yeah.
Because I gotta figure this shit out right now.
I gotta meditate this shit.
Because in 5 minutes, I'm out.
Because I don't even know them, so I don't understand what you already told them about me, that you coming off that I'm just, whatever you just said. So I just let them introduce me. So if they say I'm their homegirl, I treat them like a homegirl. Like, you feel me?
That makes sense.
And my conversations are very limited. Like, it depends on what you're talking about. Like, if you're talking about some shit that I know, like, you just made up, I don't really even want to hear it. I'm going to tell you. Or if you're calling me about some shit that you started, I'm going to tell you. And 10 times out of 10, nobody want to call me.
They don't like that, though.
Because I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
You wrong, girl.
Sometimes I be needing that.
Because you really got to be wrong.
But that's expectation.
I'm definitely
That's
like
what you
that.
expect from a friend. That's how we then go, this is my friend. This is what I expect from you.
I don't really think that, like you said, you know me for a while or whatever. I don't think I really had a lot of friends. I just think I just was
around people.
Around people, yeah.
And for a while, I'm 33 now, so like, I'd say for 30 years, because I literally just started changing my ways. Like, I started to change how I talk to people, how I deliver. I started to listen more and not just over talk people. And what I was going to say was, I never realized I was mixing my energies with everybody. So I was like just everywhere, not realizing I'm just everywhere. And then now I realize, like, I don't even want to go to the party because I want to mix my energy with you in the party. Like, it's just too much. So I think I'm boring now.
No,
but I want to be having fun, but then
you gonna find you a group that do sipping paints or sit in houses
I've
or
been waiting
at
for
hotels
another
or pajama
sipping
parties
paint.
sitting
Say, like,
with each other. I feel comfortable this than all the outside stuff. I just do it because I have to do it, unfortunately. But it's not my cup of tea. I take a picture and bitch, I'm gone.
No, but just like you just said, I'm going to meet people that's probably going to be my crowd or whatever. And I have the cast members. Like, I grew a different type of connection with them as if I knew them forever, and I didn't. I literally just met these cast people, and each and every last one of them give me a different energy, and it brings out a different side of me. Like, I want people to believe whatever they hear about me, because I can be whoever they say I was. Good, bad, wicked, grimy, whatever. You know? But now I just relax more. I used to not relax.
I wish I did what you said and I listened to people and how they introduce me, because how I introduce everybody is, if you ask, everybody my best friend. You know? And see? Like, to ask my mother or I ask my sister, I got a lot of best friends, but I feel like
a lot of best friends.
I feel like I interpret the definition different because I feel like majority of the time I introduce Brittany as that's my sister because she introduced me as that's my sister.
Right.
She's my sister.
Mhm.
You feel me? And my sister to my best friend, totally different. My sister, that's my road dog. That's my person. You feel me?
That's your
Like,
expectation now
Yes.
of people. So I do believe that you have a group of best friends. Like your best friends are Charlene, my goodness, Charlene, Deidre, Kimberly, and then me and DeKenna, because we fall under the fold. We've now kind of worked ourselves into that too.
Yep.
We're there. It's the same
So
group
where I'm
of
at?
people. You the
You're my
sisters,
sister.
you the head of the bitches, and relax, all right? You're there. Like that's
And
that.
that's the difference too. When you introduce somebody as your sister, but they really your best friend, it's like that's what I wanted to say earlier when you was talking about categorizing friends. Like I feel like a friend is more of a family member.
That's
so
a
like
fact.
if they not that, because sometimes we don't fuck with our family, so you don't
Exactly.
really want to
Our
use that
friends
term.
You pick your
But if
family.
a
My
friend
friend is
could
a
be
family I
family,
picked.
then that's family. If you don't even
Yeah.
introduce them like this my friend, you would have the whole hood thinking this my cousin or this my sister.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
the whole of I thought that me and Brittany was
well, I got
cousins.
mad cousins.
Exactly.
I
That's
got cousins,
But my real
uncles,
cousins don't
aunts,
even really be my cousins.
godfathers,
Yeah.
godfathers. I got
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
And they really just people I just...
Yeah,
So the
like-
next thing that bothers me, again, sometimes when we get our groups of friends or whatever it may be together, associates, because we've now broken down that there's different levels, is the expectations and the standards of people. I have a big expectation of my friends. For most of you guys that do know me, yes, I have a show. Not a podcast, because we are not moving in podcast direction. That was season 2. Season 3 is talk show. We are talking, having conversations.
This is a show.
Correct. The next business that I run is I have a cake business.
mad good, y'all.
Most of y'all have kids. What pisses me off, and I had to say something to one of my AKA sisters, who's my goddaughter's mother. Love you, mama. I said yesterday, I don't like when people who I'm friends with decide to be friends with people who I'm no longer friends with. I honestly don't give a fuck. I
Do
just
you mean
can't.
like? Do you mean
No,
like?
for real.
Sorry to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
But do you mean like the friends you introduced to? Meaning like say like you introduced me to her and now you guys not talking, but I'm still her friend. Do you mean that?
I
or
don't
you
feel
mean
like y'all.
that?
I don't feel like y'all would be friends. I feel like y'all know each other. Y'all associates and y'all built a relationship. Because if we go back to labeling, I don't feel like y'all could be friends.
No, what if
you want me to
after
keep
this,
talking
we
to
be
her?
like,
After you stop.
If
talking
we
to her.
spoke to Tamika or Mika from back in the days, hell no. You speak to Meekz now, I don't care. I just hope that you
No,
guys
I
are.
care.
No, I can't.
I'm gonna tell you no because I hope that
Okay.
in this level that we grew with the level of accountability, most of the time it's because somebody may have did something wrong. And yes, I probably came to you and vented to you. So now I'm hoping that as the friend that you are, because we do be caring, no matter if we be like, fuck that bitch, that you're now going to be my friend. And my expectation goes to go to Nadia and go, hey, y'all need to talk that out because this, that, and the third. That's the accountability part to the friend. But now if she out here, she shot my puppy. Nah, bitch, you cut her off. That's a dub. But I do feel like it's the growth of that. But that wasn't the point I was trying. It was the support. I feel like if I bake cakes, and
Your
you got
friends are your
kids,
number
and you
one
got
support.
kids, and you got kids, y'all better not be going to Stop and Shop to go get a cake for y'all kids' birthday party. I should be the first thought on y'all mind.
Yeah.
And I find that I don't get that a lot. And I'm watching them share other people's stuff. And you can't sit and be like, oh, this is trash, this is not this. No, my shit's is always good. I'll be honest to you and tell you, if I can't scope some shit, I'm not a fondant person. Don't come to me, bitch. You want buttercream? I got you. We gonna hook it up. I'm gonna get it to you. We'll get it done. And I'll work with you because you're my friend off of the prices. I'm not going to charge you, but I may charge the community. But I just feel like I don't get that support there. And do y'all feel like that when it comes to y'all friends?
I feel like that. Sorry, boo.
Go ahead.
I feel like that because I y'all see I done went to go get my weed, done stopped the show and everything for the weed. But I used to like sell weed or whatever, and I felt like the people I sit around with or that smoke with should have been my number one supporters.
Right.
And instead of them supporting me, they wanted me to just give it to them. And I'm like, can I make $1 first? And then I can give you whatever. But then it's like, you'll go around me to go somewhere else and support somebody else versus support somebody that you be with every day. Like, so a little bit of that bothered me, but then a lot of it didn't because I realized don't take it personal. And that's what a lot of things we gotta do in life. you can't take a lot of things personally. When we do that, it fucks everything up.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I started, again, like I said, I'm working on myself. So I started to not take a lot of stuff personally, even though I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I learned though? And this is when I used to do hair. I learned that, and I'm sure everybody who have something going on for themselves learn this too. Strangers are your biggest supporters. You know why? Because what we do, like any business it is, when you are advertising your business, people who don't know you are intrigued about what you're advertising. So they're like, okay, let me see what it's about. Now you wheel them in, and now they there. So now they become your loyal client.
Mm-hmm.
And this is somebody you don't even know. Now, my friend, I ain't talking about you, relax.
I know you're not talking about me because I support you.
Like our friend I have, you'll have a family member who he is busted. And you ain't even say, oh, she just started her business. Oh, she doing this. Let me direct you to her.
Yeah.
No, you sitting there talking to me. We talking and you like, yeah, because she keep asking me what kind of hair and what kind of this. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, for real? But we with each other going on lunch, brunch, parties, everything. We here, we there. You asking me to come with you shopping, but you can't tell your cousin or your sister that I do hair.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But yeah, you want me to do your hair for free though. You get what I'm saying? But here I go with a stranger who's bringing in her friends and her family.
They got
and
my
I
business
don't even know
support.
this girl.
Correct.
So now my pockets and my bag is full, or for somebody I just met off the street.
Right.
Well, whole time you got a whole family full of girls who here is nappy, and you can't even be like my friend. So you know what? I'm gonna holler at you when I got a party. Or I'm gonna holler
But
at
then
you.
that goes back to what I said about being a party.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
gotta
holler at
have
you.
certain friends
Not
for
even
certain
at a party.
reasons.
I'm just saying that for example.
Nah.
But like,
Oh, hold on, my God.
I gotta say something too.
No, man, hold on. Because it's friends that be crumbs. Like, say for example, your friend do support you. It be like, oh yeah, my friend do here. You charge $150 for box, but she start telling people it's $200. But now they coming, but she getting her $50.
She getting her $50.
People, that's the first thing people want to do. They never want to just support for free. Like, you get it?
Like,
So
yeah.
that should be
Right.
That's not all people. Because
really
I can say I don't have.
You taking money from me because you
Yeah.
telling them $200.
But I don't have no separate business. And as to say, Brittany about her hair business and Meekz about her cake business. When Brittany was doing hair, she was doing my hair for free, and I loved it. And I loved it. But I made sure that because she was doing my hair for free, I'm sorry, I kind of like hit your mic. I'm sorry, but I know that she was doing my hair for free.
So you
every time she did my hair for free, I would post it. I would be like, yeah, go follow her.
Yeah, because you like the model. You could be like a model.
Yeah,
That's exactly
like,
what she was. That's why I never sweat it. Like,
exactly, and support is free.
Yeah.
Me sharing it, I know I had a bunch of friends on Facebook, and I have a bunch of friends on Instagram and stuff like that. So that's me showing my support. And even when she did, like, during quarantine and stuff like that, she was making drinks. I supported her drinks. I made sure, like, I put some people, exactly, she forgot about it. I remember that. I made sure I shared it. I put people onto it. My friends supported her too. So it's like, even like with Meekz and her cake business, I know 2 other people that's close to me that make cake and stuff too. But I try to spread it out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I order from Meekz. Sometimes I order from my other friend, and sometimes I order from my original cake lady. But I know at the end of the day, I'll be like, yo, Meekz, how much is this? And sometimes I'll be like, yo, Meekz, I need a cupcakes for Saturday. And it's Tuesday or Wednesday. And she'd be like, yo, bro, are you dead ass? And I'm like, yeah, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm sorry. You know, she'd be like, I'll make it. I'm like, yo, how much? I made sure, like, she made cupcakes for my brother's girlfriend's surprise birthday party. I told him, I'm like, yo, she said it was such and such date. I was like, yo, make sure you give her extra to tip her. I was like, you know, because that's support. And I feel like me, I'm the type of person, I don't have an outside business. Let's say I'm not a hustler, but I don't have those type of things. I'm not good at doing hair. I'm not good at baking. I'm not, like, I'm good at certain
still
things.
makes you a good friend. I could still say sitting in our pool of friends.
Exactly.
Every time it was everybody's birthday, like most of the people, I made their cakes for. Anytime we did anything, so on and so forth.
Well, I will be booking for my birthday.
But if I gotta go get other people,
in November.
Scorpio?
Yeah.
once I gotta get like other people, sometimes it's difficult. Like mostly for me, like what y'all seen the past couple of months is me been outside hustling drinks. I made my drinks the forefront. Most people didn't know, hey, you make edibles, and I started making infused drinks. Like now we down to the infused drinks. Now I tell my weed friends, I'm like, yo, she make infused drinks. So the biggest right. Like so what's gonna lead us to the last point so that we can end out is accountability. I feel like we don't hold anybody, none of our friends accountable. Well, that's what they are friends. Some people get comfortable, and you gotta hit them with that boundary. And I'm a big person I'm gonna tell you what I did for you. Now this was a big quote that I'm gonna let y'all go into because I know it's gonna hit y'all. You gotta tell people what they do. Somebody I got into a situation with as a friend, and I told them about themselves, and I felt like they was being disrespectful. And you know me, it's either I'm gonna do it right then and there in the moment, or I might wait till everybody leave. I listened to y'all plenty of episodes before where don't do it at the birthday dinner. But don't fucking invite me to the birthday dinner if we ain't speak 3 days before. Damn right I'm going to do it here. I don't care about the celebration. We need to talk about this so we can have a good night. You get what I'm saying? Because this is uncomfortable. I want to be here to support you, but I'm not about to be fake about it. You chose to speak to me on your birthday, but whatever.
I wouldn't even go.
But listen, so me and the person...
No, because if we can't have... I'm sorry.
Right.
If we can't have that conversation, first of all, for you to even be like, yo, sis, you coming, bitch, what? Then I was about to beat your ass yesterday.
Correct.
But you see, me and Britt would never get to that point to where like we want to fight each other.
But
we ain't talk shit.
Personal. Because the next day we call you, that's where we all gotta work with that.
Right.
We gotta work on that because if your best friend or whoever, y'all had a fight or fall out today and her party is tomorrow, and she's still calling you to inquire about you coming,
I'm gonna show up.
Exactly. But here's the thing: the person that I am, I'm not gonna sit in a room and be fake.
But that's what I'm telling you. That's me as well.
And smile with you.
But I'ma still go.
We're not even gonna front like words don't hurt.
Right.
And when you argue with somebody, and especially your friend, they are the first to cut you where that shit hurt. They know you because they know you. So it be your like her. Like if me and her arguing and she say something, I'm not coming to your birthday without her speaking. Why? I'm not gonna bring that energy that I know I cannot.
But we speak within
that shit always like one thing with me. How I feel shows right here.
That's me too.
Like I could
be like, blow out the candles. Excuse me. Come here.
But I mean, I've done that for you though. I showed you up to your party and we wasn't talking.
But the thing with me is, see, you could do that because you already said the type of person you are, and which I need that to humble me down.
Right.
But me, I can't do that. I can't sit somewhere and be like, for example, work, right? I'm just going to be real quick. Work. I work at TSA, right?
They crazy.
So they are. So now I had this group of friends that I was real cool with, like
they was like her best friends. CSA.
No, that was her best friend because they did do her brunch and all that other stuff. Right. I was a little bit jealous though, but
like how y'all going out on Sunday.
I work more than I sleep. So where I work, I'm bound to meet people. Correct. I'm bound to have some type of friend. All right. Best friend. I'm bound to have some type of
Right.
So it was a guy and 2 girls. Real quick, y'all, I ain't gonna take them long. A guy and 2 girls. And I was the 3rd girl. So I'm just now coming in. Here's the little group. Now, I ended up talking to a guy that I liked that worked there. I'm thinking everybody cool because they be like, hey. And me and him like Diddy and Carisha. Like, you know, we got that.
That's our favorite title.
We got that thing.
Right.
So now he had a birthday coming up. A trip. And I got invited, and of course I'm going, cause I'm going. That's my friends in my head. It's my friends in my head. So I'm like, then he comes to me and goes, "You bring it, your nigga come in, I'm like, oh, cause I wasn't even gonna ask if he could come, cause that's weird,
right?
I wasn't gonna ask that. He brought it up, so if you bring it up to me, I'm gonna be like, oh my God,
so must be okay.
Come me outside, Come to find out. He had something, I don't know what it was. He had something where he couldn't even tell me he didn't want him to come. The whole time, it's like 2 months passed. He didn't want him to come. So him and the 2 other friends that I'm thinking is my friends, they having their own little side conversation about me bringing this nigga instead of pulling me to the side and be like, I don't want him to come. So all of this we coming to work. Hey, y'all, I'm Shorty Wop and he Poppy. So my friends is calling him like, hey, Poppy, and making fun. Whole time, y'all sitting there in conversation saying y'all don't fuck with him. Y'all want him to come. And it takes a group chat of us, me already buying my plane ticket.
Right.
Me already, everything already paid for. Going
That's what
there.
happens when you go places.
Hold on. And then he like, and then all of a sudden, shorty he fuck with sends a text. Y'all need to get y'all priorities straight. This is not a vacation. All it is. And goes, if, what the hell she said? If y'all don't get y'all priorities straight, you can stay the fuck home, dead ass. Well, I'm staying the fuck home, dead ass.
Right.
Because who you talking to? If we friends, why you even feel like you gotta talk to me like
In
that?
that manner, correct.
In that manner. And then it's not even coming from the person that's even feeling that way. It's coming from
you. Bring your
shorty.
buffer, so you got the information.
It's coming from one of the friends in the circle. So now that's telling me, y'all coming to work. Y'all saying hi to us.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all invite me places with y'all. We fucking with each other, but y'all can't pull me aside to be a friend and tell me what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, nigga, you in love with me?
Right.
Like, what's really the issue? Because now it's like, what's the problem? So now I'm at work and I gotta fake the funk like they ain't hurt me.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, this is a job.
Right. And you
But
gotta
because
see
I
them.
placed y'all on this friend caliber,
Right.
and now it hit me, y'all really ain't even there.
Right.
So now, you know what I did? I came to work the next day after that text and didn't speak to nobody. They was talking to me and I walked straight past. Because I don't even gotta explain to you what you did.
But
So
then
now
how can people take accountability? Not that they could in that situation, but like if it was any other
He took
situation, how can they take
accountability
accountability
2 weeks.
for it? You gotta tell somebody first, and I find that as people, we
No.
bad at doing that.
No.
You can't just walk away.
I don't agree. I feel like
I
we're old
wholeheartedly
enough.
agree.
Meekz, we are old enough. You know right from
I mean, you
home
know what
since
you
a baby.
did, but some
You know
people,
what you did.
I'm gonna let you know that you know what you did, so it burns you a little bit worse. So I could walk away with my fucking
I
conscience.
get that. I get that. But for me, my closure is I don't even gotta fuck with you. I have the right to choose who I want
As
in my
you do.
life.
Right.
I have the right to choose who I want to speak to. And if I gotta tell you, constantly telling you what
Right.
you're doing and communicating and all this stuff,
That means there's a level of disrespect that they not paying
even.
attention
We ain't
to.
connecting.
At
You
all.
don't value the same shit I value.
At all.
Because if I got a problem with you, even if we just met a year, 2 years ago,
Right.
if I got a problem with you, I'm going to text you before I come on the next show. I'm
Right.
going to text you like, Meekz, all right, we got to talk about this real quick.
Right.
Like, da-da-da-da. And guess what? It don't even got to be an argument. Because if we
that's
friends,
facts. That's facts.
it's coming from the heart.
Because
So
majority
I'm
of
gonna
the
let
time,
you know you hurt me.
Now this is what brings me to
majority
that.
of the time, Brittany texted me, hit me up first, like, yo,
And I ain't going to do that no more.
So look, listen.
we gotta talk about what we argued about
And
last
this is where
week.
I'm asking y'all advice because hopefully this person sees it. If not, I'm going
Right.
to specifically make the clip for them to see it and I'm going to send it directly to them. We are in, it's two people that both have businesses and it's a level of respect of a brand. I may have been coming to you for a certain service and I was coming in, we were helping each other out. And it becomes a level of comfortability where if you know me, you're like, oh, I know how Tamika is, she bringing weed here, she helps me with this, she know my family, this, that, and the third. Blase. And I get there and I bring certain people with me to sit down now and have a conversation. Yes, this is about a studio. And as we sit down and we do that, and as I know I'm pumping out and I'm bringing so much to your brand as you are doing the same for me and we are helping each other, now you decide to filter, you can't bring this person here. I don't like when you bring that. Maybe you should, hey, what's your job? Stay in your lane. Even though you're my friend, I'm going to take your criticism, but stay in your lane. So now they did it again, and this time they did it in front of a whole group of people. I let the whole group of people leave, and y'all know me, I like confrontation.
Right. Yeah.
I let them leave, and I said, hey, that shit that you did, I did not respect it, and I did not like that. Please don't ever in your life do that to me again. If you ever feel like I did something wrong to you, please let me know. But I don't like that you spoke for me. You are right. I did speak for you. I apologize. That will never happen again. As long as you know me. Have you ever heard me apologize for anything?
No.
I don't apologize.
I
I mean,
don't
you
know
said
how
you didn't
to
apologize for that stuff from IHOP.
Anyway, I say what I mean and I mean what I
apologize.
say. So when I did
Exactly.
that, I
I stand
held
on
that
what I
person
say.
accountable. But now when you have conversations with people, and this is the point that I want to bring up, and I hate when people say this, when you go to tell somebody that they did something wrong to you, whether it was a friend, family member, relationship, whatever the case may be,
Don't
they want to tell
downplay
you
it.
that you throwing stuff in their face. No, baby, guess what I'm doing? I'm reminding you, because
Remind
sometimes a nigga
you.
forgets. If you're taking it as I'm throwing it in your fucking face, then that's you as a person. That's something you got to work on.
That's
But
a
in this
you
very
problem.
moment, I want to remind
No.
you that it is not okay for you to do what you did, and you did A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yes, I may not have said it at that moment because as a person I am, I probably let it slide. The Gemini in me waits till we get to point 10. Yeah, bitch, and I'm going to say something. But I also warn you, hey, hold it. Hey.
It's that warning.
Hey,
That
now I go,
warning is
bitch,
what
you
you
playing
should've
with me.
took.
So now what's the problem? That's
Yeah.
how we get to that.
Yeah.
Do y'all hold y'all friends accountable and have those conversations and throw those moments that they're going to say you're throwing those moments in their face? I believe in a reminder. Sometimes you got to tell me because I don't remember shit. I don't take it as that.
It's over?
No, go ahead.
Oh,
2 more
so
minutes. We got
I feel like I don't hold. I feel like my friends hold me accountable, but I don't hold my friends accountable. I feel like Brittany could come to me and could be like, nah. I feel like Brittany could be like, yo, bitch, you're wildin'. Like, why would you tell me that? This and that, this and that. And me, I don't. I feel like a lot of times I wait until like a big explosion happened, and I'll be like, well, you did such and such.
So then you be
5 years ago at 5:20 on May 5th, and I didn't like that. When I feel like I should have said it that day.
Correct.
You know, and I should have addressed it that day. Brittany, on the other hand, I feel like she'll be coming to me, she'll be like, yo, I don't like when you did that and that. And it'll be that same day. Or
that's
at
how
least
I
in that same week.
With me,
And I feel like I'm trying to do that more now.
with me, with
growing.
my friends, sorry to cut you off.
No, you ain't coming
With me,
off
with my
that.
friends, how I hold them accountable for their actions. It's not even really about, like, something that happened a year ago. Because, like, I don't know how to not say nothing when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you say, for example, you call me and you like, yo, why this nigga was fucking with this bitch, bro? I found this out, da-da-da-da. But you fucking with other niggas, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, because he don't know what you doing, but you found out what he doing, you want to have an attitude? It doesn't work like that. So it's like, you got to be held accountable for that, too. You can't be want to be sneaky all the time. Like, and I'm going to be that friend, like, it's not dependent on the relationship. If you fucking with a nigga heavy, and you doing Adam and Eve, and you find out he doing Michael Jackson, not to be gay.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, you know, anybody else, and you find out, why are you mad? Because you doing the same shit he's doing. He just don't know that.
But then it's like, you know,
Your feelings still hurt.
You gotta be fair in this life. Life not fair.
You are right. I agree 1,000%. I'm
agree.
holding my friends
But let's
accountable.
be real.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold them accountable for that.
But let's be real. You tell me some shit like that, I'm gonna be like,
I get it. I'm gonna be your friend first,
Yeah.
but I still gotta
Yeah,
hold you
you're
accountable.
accountable.
So y'all both right. I still wouldn't be like,
I get
bitch,
it,
no,
though.
you know you
I get
wrong,
it.
but he not about to do that to my fucking face.
Not me. You gotta be fair, bitch. Because if you calling me every day and you doing your
Not
thing,
every day. I'm not doing it.
and you find out about him doing one thing with one person, you up here.
You just gotta eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's like
Don't call me with that bullshit, bitch. You better go in the mirror.
And
Call Candyman or somebody. Feel like your own demons, bitch, because you fighting some demons. For you to feel like you not in the wrong, I don't even want to talk to you.
But that's like the
Selfish.
females
Right.
who's cheating, find out they man
I need
cheating,
you.
and then crying to their man. Like, how could you do this?
That's the original conversation.
Whole time, Tom, Dick, and Harry is like, shorty, where we linking?
But listen,
What time
feelings is still
tonight?
feelings, bitch. I'm still hurt. I know I wasn't supposed to
Facts,
be doing it, but this still hurts.
I've been there. I've been
And then
there.
it's like, we put people to like, if you're my friend, you gotta have my back. Like, you gotta
I
be
don't
on
think
my
that all the
side.
time.
Yeah.
And that
No,
I'm
I don't
learning.
know,
But that's like, I'm on your side, but I'm telling you, you're wild.
It's the same thing as in a relationship. Respect me in public, but in private you could come to me and tell me I'm wrong. But don't embarrass me in front of
Don't embarrass
everybody and be like, yeah, nah, you
Yeah.
wrong. Fuck out of here, bitch, you wrong.
Right.
But
Nah, you
sometimes
my
make me
man,
that
you my
embarrassment
friend.
because
But not in
why
front
you
of
gonna
people.
keep playing with me for? And why I gotta keep telling you what you doing wrong? You know what you
But
doing.
it depends
and
on
then
the
there's some people
situation.
be
I feel
bullied
like it
in
depends on the
friendships.
situation.
It depends.
That too. Some people be bullied into friendships where they don't say nothing. And the friend could really embarrass them and they don't say nothing.
Yeah.
But I can't
And
be
then now
friends
you
with
about to beat
somebody
that
like
friend
that.
up
Yeah.
after a while.
I can't
I feel like I've been there.
Somebody.
I've been there where a friend has embarrassed me.
So wait,
And
Yeah, I
I take
haven't
that L.
I got rid of her.
She did. And it's like, damn.
So
I really let that bitch
that's
go.
how we're going to end this episode out. But before we end this episode out, I'm all big on supporting people and everything that they have going on. It took a long time, probably like 3 weeks to get her up here to the studio. So please promote your project that you are doing.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so I have filming this weekend as well, but I'm a part of this TV series show called The City. Stay tuned. This summer in June, we filming. My name is London on the show.
Right, so everybody look out for London.
Look out for
on-
London.
Hey, look what my shirt says.
So thank
The
you
universe
guys
speaking.
for watching this episode of Brooklyn's Balance Friends. Obviously, we're going to need a part 2. So we definitely going to work on that in the making. But thank you guys for tuning into this episode. We're out.
Thank you for having me.